Hey, how you doing, everybody? I'm the Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WPLS and the Make the Grade Foundation for Education. You're watching Rude Rangers TV.
The first question has got to be, most people are not going to be familiar with Queen Margrethe. I wasn't. And as you can see, a Norwegian flag in the background. My dad is native Norwegian. I am proud, a proud ancestor of Norway, and all my family on my dad's side is Norwegian. How did you find out about Margrethe? And she was Queen of Norway, Denmark, and Sweden in a consortium. Again, not a lot of people are familiar with her, I don't think.
No.
What was the inspiration for making, again, this epic film about Queen Margrethe?
I actually knew she existed. I knew she was there. I think people in Denmark and also in Scandinavia knows that she existed. But I got a script 10 years ago about her, like a biopic from birth till death. And I realized that I wouldn't want to make a movie like that on her. But she grew on me. After having read that script, I started to read about her. And after a couple of years, my producer and me, we found 3 lines in history books that told the story about the false Olaf, and that was a mystery. And we thought, oh my God, here you have a Danish queen. She's not a Danish queen. She's a Danish princess, Norwegian queen, but she's reigning the whole area when she makes this union. And she actually made peace for 126 years, and we don't know her. Nobody really knows. Yeah. And this effort was just like, I mean, it's a Shakespearean kind of drama, especially when we found that little area. We realized if we take those 9 days, in our movie it's 9 days, it might have been, I think it was 2 months or something. But in the movie, it makes 9 days of her life. And when we realized that we could do that, then we thought, okay, this is how we're going to present her on top of her reign. So you can actually see what she did instead of, 4 different actresses in different ages. We could do this, and I am very pleased about how we ended up getting it together, because it is also, we don't jump in, we don't lie, we don't put a war in to make it more interesting. We don't do anything that wasn't there. And we have had historians with us all along the side all the time, telling us, could this be, in between all the real things that we read, all the research. Sometimes we had, to make our own inventions of stuff that's not developed from the historian point of view. Then we had to fill in all the blanks. And the historians said all the time, this could be, because we don't really know.
We don't know about Queen Margrethe. Man, she was important too.
Yes.
Particularly in Europe. We know of Joan of Arc. We know of Cleopatra. We know of several queens of England of the past. We do not know about Margrethe. Why do you think that is, and why do you think she is underappreciated and underrecognized for what she accomplished during her era, being a woman who was a strong leader?
First of all, I think that female, strong women haven't been so interesting for filmmakers, or you could even say historians, even though there is written pretty much about her now. But the fact that she, it was when you do what she did, made peace for such a long time, because she only lived throughout her own peace for 12 years. 15 years, then she died, but then the Swedes and Norwegians and Danish stayed together in the Union. The thing is, Norway and Sweden and Denmark have different issues on what happened, because she was Danish. So like the Swedish thought that she was giving most of the power to the Danish. The Norwegians felt this and that. So it was, of course, not just a shiny, beautiful story. And she was a very, very strong woman. But But my only answer to your question is that we have been more interested in kings. And then again, you can say, how many movies have we made in Scandinavia about our kings? Not so many either. So it's, I think she is coming now because we are a lot of female filmmakers that are starting to find our past, and we're starting to understand who we are, and we are interested in stuff. Just, I didn't even think as a feminist or anything. I just listened to this script, I read it, and I was, oh my God, I love this. And my producer felt that he's a man, but he felt the same. Oh my God, what a woman, let's make this. And then it took us 10 years. And in those 10 years, Me Too and all different things about that happened. It wasn't the issue when I chose the subject. So it's like the more people of different kind who can make movies, the more different stories we will get. And I hope we will ask this question very often when we go, why didn't I know this homosexual person who did all this? Why didn't I know this Chinese person or black person or brown or yellow or whatever person, indigenous people? Why didn't I know this story? Because the movie making people are now slowly opening up for all kinds of differences, you know, diversity. So I think that's pretty much the answer to your question about why.
Yeah, no, it is, Charlotte, and there's a line that really ends the movie, and I'll paraphrase it, but where Margrethe says, essentially, nobody knows how strong I was or had to be. That's a profound line, and it kind of wraps up everything that she was about.
Yeah.
That moment is obviously particularly emotional and gripping, but I thought that was a great line to wrap up your film.
Thank you so much. Yes, it is. I think it tells, for me, I remember when I wrote that line that I felt this is the right ending for this movie. And because it is like, what do we do to gain power? And then you can say it's on top of gaining the power, it is because of peace. So it's just that the cause is stronger than her emotional life. And I guess that's something a lot of people in power have to have acknowledged. What do we do? And men as women, what do we do with our kids? What do we do with our lives when I have to go this way for my people or whatever it is?
Trine Darholm as Queen Margrethe. Wow. First of all, this is an accomplished actress. I was not real familiar with her work, but she is brilliant.
Yeah.
In this role, and this is a tough role to play. She had to have the wide gamut of emotion. She couldn't be the cold, detached, emotionless, monarch throughout this film. And that's not an actress. Can you talk about trying performance in your film, please?
Yeah, I mean, it was like, I cannot even say when or how we agreed on Trine playing the part. It was just like a dynamic. We didn't know each other. We knew, of course, this is a very little country. We knew everything about each other, but we never worked together before. So it was a very slowly and nice way. We started up by Trine reading and us talking a little bit and reading again. And she said, no, I don't think I can do this. I'm afraid of horses. And I said, Trine, go meet a horse. Go talk with a horse for a while. You don't need anything else but being able to sit on it. Because somebody else, it's a stunt, all the things that are being done. And then we had a slowly and very fine movement towards the first shooting day. She was involved in the script, came with very, very good notes and thoughts. And then when what I really liked, because it wasn't easy in the beginning for Trine just to sit on a chair doing nothing. She said, I can do so much. I'm a big actress. Don't take off my wings. And I said, I have to. I'm so sorry. I have to cut them. And you have a ring to work on your finger and then sit there. And she did that so beautifully. And then when I remember first watching the movie edited, when at the first cut, I realized that she actually had 14 different faces, and I was so proud and so happy that in the different hair, makeup, and dresses and all that, you really had a woman that totally transcend into the different emotions, and every time there's a new turn and a new twist in the movie, you could see that it's almost like the skin changes in her face, because she's a very smart woman who doesn't cut in herself, and she's even playing with her skin. She communicates through the color of the skin. The color changes, and everything changes with her emotional work, and that is just, I agree with you, it's extraordinary talent we have here.
Where do you think that relationship stands now from your viewpoint as a Dane and just being familiar with the area, in terms of the relationship between Norway and Sweden and Denmark primarily?
Actually, because I work with Norwegians and Swedes all the time, and I've done it throughout my work. I have, when I worked in Europe, always worked with Swedes and Norwegians. And I don't know why I have done that, but I can only say that we profit so much from each other because we're very different, and at the same time we can read each other's language, and we can speak, if we dare to speak slow enough, we actually understand each other. So I think we are doing much too little, if you can say it that way, together, that we actually could profit from, and we could gain so much from a much stronger relationship. We have a strong relationship, and we feel like family. We do that, and we actually we were closed down for 3 months. We shot 10 days, then we were shut down for 3 months, and we came back to Prague, and all the actors agreed in sitting in a bubble, not going home when they were not working. 9 days of not working, for example, and the person has to sit in a basement and going out to get food, but come back to the basement in the hotel. Of course, they made it nice for us to be there. I was never there. I was working every day. But there was kind of a Kalmar union down there. And that was for all the actors. And there were many actors, as you can see. A big experience, and a very lovely reminder for all of them that we belong to each other. So I think it was a very, very strong feeling. So if you could adapt that to the rest of the countries, I think we could profit from being much more together. Make a union would be my preference. Make a new Kalmar union.
Yeah, it's there's a heritage and a history that is shared among all Nordic peoples in Scandinavia. Scandinavian people that the rest of the world can't understand, but really only you and my dad and the people in that area understand. But to permeate that, to have the world, the people in the world, and that relationship permeate would be a better planet, Charlotte.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That's really well said.